So on Facebook, Laura Perez asked, is the work and holiday visa suitable with any activity with platform like WOOF and Workaway? I'd like to spend some months doing some volunteering, but I don't know if it can be considered as a job because I stay in a house for free. So Laura, do you want to get started? What is woofing and what is Workaway?
Let's start with what exactly is woof and Workaway. So both of them, woof and Workaway, are online platforms to basically connect people that want to find people to work on farms or do some babysitting for them or do basically any home projects. They go onto this woof or Workaway website and look for people to come and work for them for the woofers to get free accommodation and usually free food, but that's not always the case. So always make sure to ask what you're getting in return for your work. And then on the other side of that, the people that are, traveling around New Zealand, the people that actually are looking for these job opportunities, they can go onto these websites and see all the listings of all the working for accommodation opportunities on those websites. So just to make things clear in terms of terminology, usually the people doing the volunteering, they are called woofers, even if they're doing Workaway. In New Zealand, it's just a generic term to say like someone that's doing volunteering is a woofer. And then the people that are like the hosts, we usually just call them the woofing hosts. So just to make things easier when we're talking. But we do have links on both of like what it's like to use Workaway and woof on BackpackerGuide.NZ. So we'll make sure to link that afterwards. Do you want to explain more about those?
So now, for woofing and Workaway, yes, it is considered as work in New Zealand. And no, you cannot do that on a visitor's visa. You can only do that on a working visa. So you can be working holiday, it can be work visa, whatever, but it has to be a work visa to be able to do woofing, working for accommodation. What you're getting in return, which is accommodation and food or whatever you're getting, it is considered as a payment, right? So your employer will have to pay taxes on that. So if the value of the payment is estimated to be like, let's say $1,000, your employer will have to pay the employee taxes on this $1,000. It's not something you have to do, but it has to be done. So that means that you do have to have a contract with your host. It can be something very simple, like one sheet of paper kind of signed. It can be a very, very, very simple type contract, but it is very important that you have done that sorted, okay? There has been a big crackdown on those kind of things lately. You've got to know that. So you actually do need to abide by those rules, because if you do not, and if you do that without having the proper work visa, you can be expelled from New Zealand. So on a working holiday visa, yes, you can definitely do woofing. Now, does it count as your amount of time working? Let's say you're from a country that can only work for 6 months on a working holiday visa. Yes, it will count as your amount of working. This is not considered as volunteering. If you're doing volunteering, you get absolutely nothing in return other than good karma, obviously. And good karma is not taxed just yet. It probably will be taxed. Let's be honest, karma will have to be taxed at some point. They really want to tax everything. So if you actually are doing volunteering, and if you are calling that volunteering, you get nothing in exchange. You're not getting accommodation, you're not getting any food. Okay, so that's the thing, that's the difference, and what gets people really much confused, right? So you cannot call it like kind of volunteering on farms and everything. And no, if they host you, you get the payment. Not that, at least, this is not necessarily how we see it, but it's how it is seen on the legal kind of standpoint. So it's really important to be well informed about those kind of things, just because there are a lot of abuse, right? There are actually companies that use that very much, and they have like half of their workforce is woofers, and so obviously that's why the government is trying to crack down on that, because as a woofer you have, you do have right as well, but usually you're less educated on what is your right and everything, right? Now to do some woofing is actually it's really fun. I personally really love it. So don't let this chat kind of tell you otherwise, right? It's so much fun to do woofing. You basically get to live like a local, and very often when we are asked what is the best way to actually live and meet locals and everything. We actually talk about woofing because you literally live with them. You're going to be part of the family, especially if it's on the farm. So you're going to eat and live with them and do, if they go on a trip for a weekend and everything, they usually take you with them.
Yeah.
You're going to spend time with the kids. It's really awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And also a lot of them usually let their woofers, borrow their car and stuff. So you can definitely access a lot of really cool places